Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Hope you're all doing really well. Okay, so last week I had mentioned in one of my videos about using coloring book pages to create maybe a collage or mixed media or just simply glue booking. And there were some of you that had showed interest in it, so I will share that with you today. Now this is something I have not shared with you, I don't think. That I can recall. This is my coloring book, glue book, or collage, mixed media, whatever you have, whatever you will. So I will just explain here a little bit. Okay, so this is just a simple book again from the dollar store. And then on the book it said ideas already to begin with when I purchased this book. So I just went ahead and cut out a coloring book thing from a coloring book and glued that on top. And then the rows I cut out as well from a coloring book, or it is a, I guess it's showing shading techniques for different flowers. That is where I got this image from. And I just glued it on top of here just to decorate it a little bit. Now, I have not done a ton of coloring book, glue booking or collaging, but the few that I have done, I will show that to you here, as well as we will do one together. So this is one of them I did years ago. Okay, so when you purchase a coloring book, how many times do you have a coloring book where you don't always care for all the pages that are in there, but you absolutely love some of the pages that are in there, right? Am I right? For me, that is how it is. And so I decided that, and I have a nice collection of coloring books. So I decided that from each coloring book, when I find a page that really speaks to me and that I really love, I wanted to take it out of the coloring book and make something else out of it and put it all together into one book. So this is, of course, a page I've done a long time ago. So I cut this image out, and I can't quite recall which coloring book this would be from. If you are interested in seeing my coloring book collection, I can make a separate video of that. Let me know down below in the comments. So here I just simply, yes, cut out the coloring page that I loved. And then maybe I did a video on this. I cannot remember if I've done a video on this or not. If I can find it, I will link it down below. And then I colored the background, and I added some brick wall here and some stone wall at the bottom. And then I just added, you know, just be yourself, happiness, and you are inscribed on the palm of his hands. Isaiah 49:16, a Bible verse. Believe in your dreams. I did some stamping here. So this is like the type of glue book / collage that I did. And I've done another page in here as well. And that is this one right here, where I just simply cut out my favorite coloring page that I colored as well. And anything you will see in here is what I've colored. And then I very slightly colored the background, added a butterfly, and just simply put the word loved here. And that is it. It is as simple as that. And it was a lot of fun. And I want to continue doing that and filling up this entire book. Now, I've done a few of these in my regular mixed media book, and I will show that here to you. This, I believe, I had on a video at some point. Here again, this was cut out of a coloring book with the folding praying hands. I think I did this for Palm Sunday, and then I wrote a Bible verse here and added the palm leaves here, and just, you know, colored or painted in the background, added some texture. So that's another idea. And then I believe I have one more here, and that is this one right here. I don't think I did this on video, but it's just simply a spring coloring page that I colored, and then I added a few cutout images in here as well, and some washi tape on the sides and top and bottom. So those are just a few different ideas, and I think it is so fun to create. And I'm not doing this by date. I'm just going to, you know, open it up and pick a random page where I want to do the collage in. And I was looking through some of my coloring books this morning, trying to decide what I want to use, what images I want to use, and I think I did pick something that kind of spoke to me, and that is this right here. And see here again, I wasn't very interested in coloring this side, but I was very interested in coloring the opposite side, or on the other side. And for me, I seem to never fully color a full coloring book full. I often will just pick my favorite pages to color. And like I said, if you are interested in seeing my whole collection of coloring books, I will do a separate video on that. And then I also had this coloring book here that I thrifted for 25 cents with all these ladies in here. I'm not sure if I will use any of these today, but an absolutely great contender for using even in my vintage junk journal, or my vintage collage glue book, I should rather say. And then I've got, I'll go ahead and fussy cut these out first, and then I will be back here shortly. Okay, I have fussy cut several things out now. I don't think I'm gonna go for this one today. I think I have a little bit something else in mind, and I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing things down. But I thought I would make it a double page here, and I am going to, a double spread is what I should say. But I do want to go ahead and well, you know what? Roses are always prickly, so I'm going to use the very raggedy edges here to tear the paper. I think I'm going to leave this saying at the bottom. I kind of like it. This didn't tear too well here, but it's fine. It will work just fine. I'm just going to go ahead and do the left side here first, just so that the right side maybe makes a little bit more sense, or just so it's not quite as empty on this side. I don't always do a double page at the same time, but you know what? Today I just kind of thought I would do that. I was humming and hawing back and forth here quite a bit on what exactly I wanted to do here, but I kind of came up with a little bit of an idea. I think that's going to work, and we'll give that a try. And how was your Mother's Day weekend? I hope you all had a nice get-together or a fun time, whatever it was that you were doing this weekend. I think my glue stick is almost empty. I had a really good Mother's Day weekend. We worked on the yard a lot, Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday we had an outing. Our oldest son and daughter-in-law took us out to the city, and it was so much fun. We went to antique malls and out to eat. It was just a very nice day, and I will have a little bit of that on my Thursday's video for my home channel. Okay, so I've got the rose, the yellow rose on this side, and I was debating if I wanted to color her or not, and I have not decided if I wanted to color her. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue her down. And so what my plan kind of is here is that the bird is singing to her. There, I zoom you in a little bit more so you can see it better. And I don't know if I want to have her lower and then just cut part of the bottom off, or if I want to have her higher. But then the bird is kind of almost right in her face. Maybe I'll go just a tad bit lower. And then then the bird isn't quite right in her face there. So we'll go ahead and we'll glue her down. And you know, if I want to color her in later on, I can always do that later on. And we'll go ahead and glue this down. And then I think altogether it's going to start making a little bit more sense and coming together nicely. Okay, this glue stick is also... I do use up my glue sticks all the way, and I usually dig all the stuff out with a knife. But I usually do that not on camera. I'll do that when I make a collage or do some kind of artwork separately when I'm not filming, but I do always use up. Ah, I ripped that. That's okay. We'll puzzle it together. It's so easily done when you have fussy cut something so skinny, and then using a glue stick, it just kind of wants to rip. And I guess I was not being careful enough. So now I need to see how I can make this work. That might actually be okay. I was going to say that could be a blessing in disguise, because now I can kind of put the flower how I want it and put the bird how I want it, but I think I'm going to do exactly this. And then it can overlap onto the other side here, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Just get some of the edges here. There we go. sure everything is glued down nicely. Okay. See, with the yellow rose, the bird has a little bit of yellow on as well. And like I said, I may end up coloring her. I have not quite decided if I want to color her or not. For now, I'm just going to leave her like this. And now I want to go ahead and make a little bit of a brick wall at the bottom here. So that it kind of looks like the stem is coming from behind the brick wall. Let's see here. Let's find ourselves a nice brown here. That's photo brown, nice brown. Dark brown. I'm going to go ahead and test out these different browns here and see which one I want to use. I think I'm going to go for this one. Now I want to be very careful and not move my stencil. Now let's match it up again. There's something so satisfying about sharpening pencil crayons, isn't it? Okay, there we go. I don't know how well you can see that, but I like that. I should maybe continue it on, you know what, hang on a second. I think I might continue it on this side a little bit just to pull everything together. There. Now it just kind of, the brick wall just kind of floats right onto the next page here. I just want to connect the top here so that you can actually tell where the brick wall stops, where it ends at the top. And then I don't know how well you can see it on the video, but I kind of went right through here as well. Looks like I went a little bit higher up on the bricks in this region here, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just slightly color the whole section in over the bricks that I did here with the stencil. I pressed quite hard to draw those bricks out, and so I'm just going to go very lightly over the whole thing with a different shade of brown that looks a little bit more into the red, I would say. Just kind of shading all those bricks in. That way it looks a little bit more like a finished brick wall here. And I am not a professional I'm not very professional at coloring, even though I really do enjoy it. I could sit and just color for hours and hours. Do you enjoy coloring? I would love to know. And I really enjoy creating pages like this. I think it is just so fun. Just kind of use your imagination and go with the flow. See what you feel like putting together, and mixture of drawing and coloring and fussy cutting images out of coloring books. And I think it is just so fun. There we go. What do you think? Good morning. I did not finish this yesterday. My husband got home early and we started planting. I'll get my glasses on. I'm attempting to draw some music notes here, and I'm not very good at it. So yes, my husband got home early yesterday, so we started planting the garden. And so I did not have time to finish this. I always like to make my my Tuesday craft video on a Monday, so that I have it ready for Tuesday morning. But we started working in the garden, we started planting, and so time got away from me. So I'm finishing it this morning so that I can upload it for you today yet. I am not very good at drawing music notes, but I think you can kind of tell that they are music notes. The bird is singing, and I was looking for music note stickers, but I couldn't find any. I guess I don't have any, and so I drew them. And I have not colored her in yet, and I'm thinking I'm going to leave her as she is. I have this little booklet that I thrifted, and I'm going to see what I can find in here, maybe to add. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like this quote here. It's a little song quote. That would actually match quite nicely. So I'm going to take that out. It has been so warm here. We've had, for several days, we have had heat warnings. It's been 35 Celsius plus humidity, but this morning we were looking at the temperatures when I got up with my husband at 4 a.m. and now there's a cold front coming, and apparently maybe even snow. What? Oh my goodness. Manitoba weather. I don't know. Hopefully they're wrong. But if not, I will have to go cover my plants up, and that's okay too. It's not the first time we will have had to do that. I was thinking of adding these flowers here at the bottom like this. Or am I covering too much of the brick wall here then? Let me see what else I can find. Maybe something smaller. What do you think? Should I add that one so it goes over at the top? Or should I add the small one? I'm gonna go for the small one. This flower was in the back of that poem and I don't want to just let it go to waste, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the corner over here. Sorry you guys, when I am creating it's very hard for me to talk and create at the same time. Apparently. Okay, so I've got the little quote here. I don't want to cover up the music notes there, so I'm just gonna tear this piece, this empty space out over here and see what I can come up with. Hang on. I'm gonna try and get as close to the lettering as I can. I'll cover up one of the music notes a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. What else should I add? I do have some bird stamps. I've got this itty bitty little tiny one here, as well as this one, and then I also have a quote here I might stamp on. Let's see. We go, and then let's see, they are so tiny. I'm gonna see if I can make them sit on the fence here. Oh, that's super cute. I like that. I'm gonna do them on this side here as well. They are super cute. Now let's do this one. Perhaps maybe sitting on this branch. There we go. I always tell my grandkids to clean the stamps when they're done using them, but sometimes I forget too. If I don't do it right away. I always use wet wipes to clean my stamps. Just trying to think of what else I want to add. Can you see those little birdies? Aren't they super cute? So I stamped some flowers here, and I'm just going to slightly color them in just to give them a little bit of color. All right. What else do we need? I've got a cute little owl. I think I'm going to add him. Oh, that's super cute. Don't know if you can see. Oh, my set of stamps just fell. See the little owl there? Isn't he super cute? Okay, I think I'm going to leave her uncolored because I think that would look really nice. Just leaving her as she is. It's got some birds on it and just some nature. So I'm going to add some of that there, and then I will add a little bit up here as well. I don't know if you can see the bird and the stamp on there. And then this one has some flowers and a mushroom. Okay. What else should I add? I will add a small piece here as well. Keep going down a little bit further. She is kind of shining right through the washi, so I can actually add it all along here. There. Kind of faint in the background. Yeah, there we go. And then over here I'm going to do a little bit of writing. A little bit of a writing stamp. Just kind of over the whole thing. Oh yes, I like that. That is nice. Do a little bit on this side, just so it just slightly shines through. There we go. That kind of fills up empty blank white spaces. I think I'm going to call this good. I really love how it turned out, and like I had said at the beginning of the video yesterday, is that there's some people that were interested in seeing how to use images from coloring books to create a collage, or what to do with it, or how to use it. I hope that this gave you an idea. I love using coloring book images, whether they are colored or just plain in black and white. Look at the beautiful collage you can create out of that. And if you would like to see a collection of my coloring books or flip throughs of them, I can do that on a separate day. Let me know. But I really enjoyed creating this beautiful side spread here from, like, I did both pages, left and right. I don't always do the whole. So here I just did the left side. I love how it turned out. I hope you will all have a beautiful day. And this Thursday I will be sharing our Mother's Day outing and our Mother's Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So stay tuned for that. And then next week will be, I think, all about gardening. I wish you all a beautiful, blessed day. Take care, my friends. Thanks for watching.